What is up, people? Radical Pizza is back with another review. Our amazing parents bought us the Nintendo Switch and a game, The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. Let's get to the video.
Right.
This game has shown to be Radical Cheese's favorite game of all time, and my second to favorite Zelda game, in front of Wind Waker and behind Twilight Princess, my favorite game. I can hear you guys saying, in your voices, "How is it, Radical? You're so awesome." Well, it is very different, to say the least. Instead of a world bustling with all kinds of characters, what's left of Hyrule has moved to the furthest outskirts. Calm yourselves, though. There are still Gorons, Gerudo, Rito, Hylians, and Zora. The Zora are the best incarnation they've ever been in any Zelda game. Like, they look so cool, and they have actual, personalities in this. Prince Sidon is my favorite Zora. First, I'll give a brief explanation of the beginning of the game. Second, I'll talk about the differences between Breath of the Wild and other Zelda games. Third, I'll tell you some of my favorite things and some of my, not so favorite things. I'll begin with the story. Okay, the plot starts 100 years before the actual game does. Yeah, okay. Ganon is returning! Only he is now Calamity Ganon, a huge, monstrous, dragon-like form of the familiar character. Zelda's all like, "This has happened before. 10,000 years ago, the ancient Sheikah defended against Calamity Ganon with these things called Guardians and Divine Beasts. Dig 'em up." So the people found Guardians, these autonomous robots that shot lasers. There are two kinds of Guardians. Guardian Scouts, who are small, wield swords, shoot lasers out of their eyes, and have low health. They're pretty easy. They're in a couple shrines. I'll tell you about shrines later. And Guardian Stalkers. These are the ones you want to watch out for. They are massive tanks that shoot lasers to one-hit kill you and have outrageous amounts of health. There are ways to beat them, such as ancient arrows. You'll learn about them. Your shield can actually deflect their lasers, and you can just, wail on them with your sword. Okay. Anyway, the citizens of Hyrule also found the 4 Divine Beasts. The Divine Beasts are ginormous, with the biggest one, Vah Ruta, being as tall as a 40-story building. 400 feet tall this thing is. Zelda recruited 4 champions. A Zora champion, Mipha. She was actually in love with Link, but, she died. Okay, a Rito, a Gerudo, a Goron, and a Hylian. She gave each one, except the Hylian, a divine beast to pilot in the upcoming battle. So she gave, Mipha the Zora, Vah Ruta, the Rito dude, can't remember his name, Vah Meadow, a Gerudo, haven't gotten there yet, a Goron, Daruk, he's really cool, she gave him, Vah Rudania, which was, this giant lizard thing. Okay. The Hylian champion was her chosen knight, Link. So, the battle begins. It's barely a fight. The champions and guardians are kicking some butt. Suddenly, Calamity Ganon disappeared and possessed the guardians and divine beasts. These guardians ravaged the land and killed about 90% of Hyrule. All the champions except Link were killed inside their divine beasts. Because, Ganon made these weird creations inside each divine beast. Water Blight Ganon, Wind Blight Ganon, Fire Blight Ganon. They killed the champions. Okay. So, Link and Zelda journeyed over to Hyrule Castle to fight Calamity Ganon, who had taken it over. He instantly murdered Link. That's right, people. Link died before the game even started. Zelda takes Link's body to the Shrine of Resurrection, where he sleeps for 100 years. Zelda went back to the castle to contain the Calamity, which she's still doing in the present day. After 100 years of sleeping, Link opens his eyes and the game begins. Mind you, this was all in a cutscene 30 minutes into the game. Impa tells it better. You must take back control of the divine beasts and save Hyrule. Next, I'll reveal some of the differences between Breath of the Wild and the previous games. Let's start with the obvious. Most of Hyrule is dead. There are other differences too, though. Enemies don't drop hearts. You must gather ingredients and cook food to regain health. Cooking is one of the best parts of the game. There are almost 100 different dishes you can create, from seafood skewers to hasty fried rice balls. Yummy, yummy. Like the music for cooking is so good. Like, you put it in the pot, and it plays the most catchy song you have ever heard. Just play the game and you'll understand. You also no longer gain rupees from cutting grass anymore. Sorry, I said rupees. Rupees from cutting grass anymore. You must sell items you find adventuring to gain financial income. One of the most controversial things among fans is the new disposable weapons system. And it's not just weapons either. It's shields, bows, that stuff. Personally, I enjoy finding all kinds of diverse weapons to adjust combat style. Thankfully, the Master Sword does not break. Yeah. It just, but it does have durability, so if it does break, it just, must recharge. There are these mini dungeons called shrines, where you can get either a heart container or a stamina vessel for completing 4 of them. Because, you get 4, you complete a shrine, and this dude inside of it gives you a spirit orb. Get 4 spirit orbs, give it to a goddess statue, bam! You get a heart container to increase your health, or a stamina vessel to increase your, guess what? Stamina! Lastly, I'll talk about the pros and cons of the game. Pros: disposable weapons, cooking, graphics, story, characters, and that feeling of utter disbelief when I was out adventuring when suddenly, and to my great surprise, I was struck by lightning. Cons: the Hylian shield can break. That's right. Good thing you can buy it back for a mere 3,000 rupees! That's it for the video. If you enjoyed, leave a like. If you have something to say, leave a comment. If you are new, subscribe. Stay fresh!